How did this become this? Welcome to Witch Way. I'm Elise, and this is the evolution of the Wicked Witch of the West. The Wicked Witch of the West was created by L. Frank Baum as the antagonist for his 1900 children's novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The witch lives in a castle in the land of Oz, is described as having only one eye that can see very far away, so she has an eye patch, and carried with her an old umbrella. She had an army of Winkies and could control crows, wolves, bees, and, using an enchanted golden cap, winged monkeys. But she also covets the Witch of the East's magic shoes, who are in the possession of the young girl Dorothy. In 1910, the Wicked Witch of the West made her film debut in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. She flies while sporting a broom in one hand and is aided by various creatures and her Winky army. However, she is given the name Momba, not to be confused with the witch Mombi, who appears in Baum's second novel as the Wicked Witch of the North. The Wicked Witch of the West's next appearance is her most iconic. In 1939's The Wizard of Oz, the witch appears in a puff of red smoke, which contrasts with her black dress and, for the first time, green skin. The witch has the ability to cast fireballs, teleport via her red smoke, and she can fly with the use of her broom. Instead of an all-seeing eye, this witch uses a crystal ball to spy on the land of Oz. She controls an army of Winkies and flying monkeys whose golden cap is briefly seen. This film also has the Wicked Witch of the West responsible for the appearance of a field of poppies, which puts Dorothy and her friends to sleep. This actress has had other witchy roles as Granny Frump in 1960's Addams Family, and in the original 13 Ghosts as the medium Elaine Zacharias.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
1971 saw the low-budget Turkish Wizard of Oz. The Wicked Witch of the West looks like she is about to pop a blood vessel, and again uses a crystal ball to spy on the land of Oz. Like the book, she sends bees after Dorothy and her friends before tasking her Winky army with capturing them. This actress has played witch before as the evil queen in the Turkish adaptation of Snow White. They even have the same mirror. The Wicked Witch of the West receives a name in the 1978 film The Wiz. Eveline runs a literal sweatshop and controls her poppy girls, crow henchmen, and flying monkey biker gang. She also has the ability to zap those around her. In 2005's Muppets Wizard of Oz, Miss Piggy takes on the role of the Wicked Witch of the West, who sports her eye patch once more, using it to cover her magical all-seeing eye. She again controls a biker gang called the Flying Monkeys. This time, she controls them with her biker cap. The first TV series inspired by The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was 2007's miniseries Tin Man. The Wicked Witch of the West possesses the body of the sorceress Ascadelia. She has many magical abilities, such as siphoning life force, the creation of a miniature prison world, teleportation, and, most notably, the ability to summon flying monkeys from her body via her tattoos, albeit with terrible CGI. Speaking of terrible CGI, the next to be inspired by The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is the TV miniseries 2011's Dorothy and the Witches of Oz. If you thought the Turkish witch was bad, this Wicked Witch of the West uses a Bratz doll as a form of sympathetic magic. She has terrible makeup and costuming, but at least the eye patch is back. But she can also alter her appearance with the use of a magical umbrella, which finally makes an appearance. This umbrella allows the witch to cast spells and fly. She can also transform people into her flying monkeys and uses potions to summon an army. In 2013, episode 4 of season 9 of Supernatural, the Wicked Witch of the West is freed from a binding spell and goes up against the Winchesters. She has the ability to control minds, blast green lightning, and, like her 1939 counterpart, travel in a cloud of smoke. This time, it's green. Season 3 of Once Upon a Time brings in the Wicked Witch of the West as one of its main antagonists in 2014. This is the first time we see an origin story for the witch on screen. She is called Zelena. We have yet another connection to the Evil Queen, as she is Zelena's sister. Zelena gets her glorious green skin due to her envy of her sister, as both were being tutored by a powerful sorcerer.
The queen may be evil, but I'm wicked.
She also transforms people into flying monkeys, and though she can simply teleport, gets around on a broom. Similar to our previous witch, her magic is represented by green smoke. In the 2014 adaptation, Oz the Great and Powerful, we have yet another origin story with Theodora. She can cast fireballs and has an aversion to water. She too uses the crystal ball. She transforms into the green-skinned Wicked Witch of the West and has increased strength and the ability to fly, only choosing the broom to make a point.
It was a broom that you wanted, wasn't it, wizard?
The 2017 series Emerald City takes a darker approach to Oz. Our Wicked Witch of the West, or Mistress of the Western Fields, Vessel of Truth and Solace, or simply known as West, runs a brothel and poppy den. She is prohibited from using magic other than in the service of the Wizard of Oz. Her magic can be channeled through spells and rituals, though she does have the ability to see into people's minds. She can teleport, move things with telekinesis, and can shapeshift. This has got to be one of my favourite portrayals of the Wicked Witch.
Are you a good witch? Or a bad witch?
In 2024, we got two portrayals of the Wicked Witch, one being in Agatha All Along. The witch Agatha briefly takes on the appearance of the Wicked Witch of the West, green skin and all, and even claims to be the inspiration behind the character.
She's based on me, you know.
But the best Wicked Witch of the West is in Wicked Part 1, which again dives into the origin story of the Wicked Witch of the West, who was first known as Elphaba. Born green and with a power she cannot control, she soon learns how to under the tutelage of a sorceress, and her abilities increase when she accesses the Grimoire, a magical tome with which she inadvertently creates the first flying monkeys. With the same spell, she creates her iconic flying broom. This film is of course based off the stage musical, which is actually an adaptation of the book Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West by Gregory Maguire. So you see, the book was adapted into a film, which inspired a book which was adapted to a musical, which was then turned into a film. 2 films. I can't wait for part 2 of Wicked, announced for 2025. We also have another Oz film announced for 2025. The Wizard of the Emerald City, and it looks like our Wicked Witch of the West is getting her eye patch back. In almost every version, the Wicked Witch of the West seems to meet the same fate, melting after coming into contact with water. Some theories suggest this is connected to the witch trials and a method for identifying witches. Trial by water was used where an accused witch was bound and thrown into a body of water. If she sank, she was innocent, but if she floated, she was guilty. The thinking behind this was that water was too pure a substance and would reject evil. In the case of the Wicked Witch of the West, it dissolves her body completely. In the 1939 version of The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy and her friends set off to kill the Wicked Witch of the West, each sporting a weapon. The lion has a hammer with the words "Witch Remover" on the handle. This could be referencing the 15th century witch hunter's guide, the Malleus Maleficarum, also known as the Hammer of Witches. these are of course only the live action adaptations. There are many animated versions out there as well. What is your favourite Wicked Witch of the West? Let me know in the comments. And if I should cover Glinda the Good Witch's evolution as well. If you like what I do here, you can support my channel by donating via the super thanks button or simply completing your Witch Way ritual in liking this video, sharing it with others you think might enjoy it, or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching here on Witch Way.